Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will take some trades as always, and I will try to explain each and every single trade. I was looking for this to be broken. This is a doji. After doji being broken, we can get some reversal candle. In this case, we broke the doji from the downside. We got this green one. We broke it from the upside. We got the red one right here. And I was looking for breaking it again with this red candle, but it didn't happen. So there's no opportunity right here. I will just wait for this candle to see how it will behave. I'm looking for a breakout, yes. If it closes like this, it's also be creating a higher high compared to previous high. And also we are in a small range that confirms that this doji is most likely about to work. Okay, it didn't break, sadly. All right, I will keep looking for another opportunity. The last session we had was on 24 March, which is a long time ago. I think it's about 2 weeks. And I had a small trip. And I'm back now with another session. Hopefully this is going to be a good session. I haven't checked the market before my session, so I don't know if this is a good market or bad market. We have another doji right here. We will wait for it to be broken. Another one here, see, it's broken and it gave the retracement. It broke again, but this time it didn't give us the retracement because of gap down in the favor of buyers. So gaps are super important. All right, we missed this one as well. But the dojis should be inside a good range so they work. Otherwise, it's risky to take. Okay, so we still haven't broken this. I want this one either break from the upside or downside. Okay, I think this candle is about to break that doji. Let's see. Yes, it will break it for sure. Market is dropping like crazy. Major, okay, so major and minor reason is with the sellers. So taking this will be risky. No problem, I will take it. All right. Let's see. I will put this here. I will have a quick look to other pairs. All right, it broke it. I'm taking, oh, nice. We had a little gap down in the favor of buyers. This is a confirmation for us to take the trade. It's starting from this round number. It's a gap down. Gap down is always in the favor of buyers, and gap up is always in the favor of sellers. We use them as confirmations. They are not setups. For example, look at this one. This is a gap up in the favor of sellers, and this candle most likely will be red, which is red. But if we don't have setup, we wouldn't use this. Okay, so you cannot go ahead and look for the gaps like this, gap up in the favor of sellers. Look for the gaps and take all the trades. Okay, you cannot. You have to have a setup first. For example, in this case, we have this doji break, and we have gap down as a confirmation. We have outside bar, which can give us a retracement. It's another reason. That was a winning trade. I'll keep looking for other opportunities. Look, this is another gap down, but we don't have other setup, other reasons. Only having an engulf or outside bar and having a retracement is not a good reason. This is the weakest reason. All right. This is another example from gaps. Okay, let me just go to the lower time frame very quick. I want to take this. Let's go. Oh, we have good entry above. Come on. I knew this is gonna... All right. Anyways, this is a gap up. See this? But we didn't enter immediately because gap up is not a setup, right? I told you gaps are not setups, they are just confirmations. This gap up tells me that the most likely the sellers will react on this candle. They either create a rejection or they will create a red candle. They didn't create a red candle, but they create a rejection. So what do I see here? We have this support area right here and it's broken. What is causing the breakout is inside of this one. This is a supply area. If you're following me for a long time, you know that this is a supply area which is causing that breakout, right? So if I go to lower time frame on this supply, this is already another supply, right? We can see other supply areas inside of them. Sometimes overlapping areas are also supply. Okay, so this is a supply. I think I have never told this, but yeah, so this overlapping area, see here, it's a supply in another time frame. It's a supply in another time frame. Okay, so in this case, this little gap right here caused the overlap, but in 99% of the time, there's going to be a supply in other time frame. In this case, our supply area is already on 30 second, and we have overlap, which is a smaller zone, in 10 second. So this is takeable. Gap up is a confirmation, supply causing a breakout, right? And a very small market sequence, 3 consecutive green candles. All right, I'll move on. Look at this crazy movement in the market. So market has been ranging for a long time, let's say. Has been ranging. There was no strong buyers or sellers that can cause some trend. But all of a sudden, they decided to do this kind of crazy movement. So what is trying to show us, let me just take this one. I know that there's entry in the, okay, it's up there. Let me just take this one and then I will explain. Okay, I'm taking this. Let's go. I take only one trade. All right, I will explain why do I take this. All right, first of all, if you look at this one, this is a support area. See, this has been an area that market previously respecting, right? Decision point. This is a decision point. And this decision point has something. Look at this. If I draw this line, boom. You can see that this is the first touch, the second touch. After the second touch, we created lower low compared to previous low, right? So this is a third touch breakout, and the breakout happened right here. Did we enter immediately? No, we didn't enter immediately because of what I explained at the beginning of this trade. We have been in a range for a long time, right? And then a crazy force came to the chart, and it's pretty suspicious that some buyers entered here. We have some new buyers entered on this demand area. So entering immediately will be high risk because there's a lot of buyers has come to this chart. We have to look at above like that. Look at, if you look at this part, you'll see the support area has a supply area inside of it, causing the breakout. So basically, this is a decision point. Decision point causing this breakout, and then creating this third touch breakout. Breakout happened here. So normally we expect a green one, a red one right here, but we didn't enter immediately because we are smart and we know that the market and most likely are going to give us the green one because it's a strong buyer's entry down there. But instead, we enter with a crazy margin of safety in 10 second. See, this is a 10-second entry, which I entered. right here. See, inside the decision point, the entry was here. We didn't enter immediately on this candle. We entered with margin of safety on the decision point while we have third touch breakout set up. Okay. So, I forgot to say this one. Next time price comes down here, okay, this force inside of this inside of this demand area will be a reaction point for us that we can look for an entry down here, but we don't know when the market will come down, so we cannot just stay on this chart. The video will be too long, but I know that next time price comes down here, this is another decision point for us, just like this one. This is another decision point for us, this one causing this breakout and this one causing this support being broken. I hope I'm explaining clearly. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but trading and explaining at the same time is pretty difficult. Oh, there's another opportunity on this one. Look at this. This is an order block, right? We have fair value gap. I want to see if we have entry inside the order block. Oh, no. If we don't have entry inside the order block, I'm not going to take it. Okay, we don't have anything inside the order block. Sadly, I would rather to have some. Yes, we don't have anything inside of it. Otherwise, I would look for an entry inside of this because we have FVG or fair value gap. We have order block and we also have the breakout. So yeah, it would be nice if we had an entry, but sadly we don't have. So we're not going to force some trades. We're just going to move on with another one. Okay, this is a third touch breakout, but I don't see any setup. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, third touch breakout. No other setup. It looks like an exhaustion, but I'm not going to take it because it's risky. Yeah, this one. All right, this is not a good decision point, or this is not a good demand, because look at this. Resistance, resistance, resistance. None of them, it's being broken. None of it. So it's not causing anything. So I don't like to take that. All right, I want to take this buy. No, it's already late. Okay, see, we don't have entry inside this order block, and it broke it broke it like crazy. That's why we never take the trades that we don't see our entry or it doesn't meet our expectations. Okay, I want to take this trade. It's a pretty aggressive gap up in the favor of sellers. I couldn't not take this trade. This is beautiful. I'm sure 100% that this will be a red one, but my entry is terrible. And I think we're going to lose this because of my entry. Come on, man. Oh my god, I was so lucky on this one. Alright. Anyways, that was a good trade. I do not usually take this kind of trade, but based on common sense, I knew that this is going to be a red. Market's moving down, and also this gap down is very huge. Like after this breakout, of course, some crazy decision point right here, supply that sellers entered. So I know that there's a lot of sellers in the market. Anyways, I'm just gonna stop right here. I hope you enjoyed. We did take some good trades. And make sure you join the Telegram channel. Competition is already going on. I update the leaderboard and this channel. Thank you for watching and peace out.